Welcome to our Yoga for Joy class. Joy is always within us, but sometimes it seems hard to feel it. Sometimes we may be so busy in our minds and get into these emotions, maybe feel some anger, sadness, doubt, worry, so that it's hard to feel that joy. But our soul is pure joy, so that's what we'll tap into during this class. So make sure you feel joy. Don't push so hard that you can't feel joy. Really listen to your own body, listen to your soul, listen to your whole being, and give yourself what you need, and really focus on that deep joy that's always there. We'll integrate some theta healing into this practice as always, so that will also help us to release some limiting emotions on deep levels, release some limiting subconscious beliefs that we may not even consciously know we have that prevent us from feeling that joy. So with everything that we'll do, I'm going to ask you for permission, given that we all have free will and it's all between you and the Creator. So when I ask you if you like to release a certain emotion or belief or download a positive energy, just say yes out loud and really put your whole energy into that yes, so that you're telling the universe, yes, I'm ready for that change. So just sit in a comfortable position. I like to sit on a blanket just to have my hips a little higher. You can also sit on your heels, just in any position that's comfortable for you. And roll your shoulders a few times. I remember my first few yoga classes where the teacher said, sit in a comfortable cross-legged position. And my hips and knees were so tight at that time that it was either I would sit in a comfortable position, which would probably be with my legs forward, or I would sit in a cross-legged and have really tight hips. So find a way that's comfortable for you throughout the whole class. Then float your palms to your heart and connect with your heart center. Just notice how you feel right now. Not judging anything, just being aware. And if you feel some irritation or some emotions, it's fine, don't worry about it. Don't judge it. Would you like to release all anger, frustration, irritation, resentment, judgment, criticism, sadness that prevents you from feeling deep joy? Yeah, just say yes out loud with your whole energy, and it's going to be released on the history, core, genetic, and soul level. And set an intention for this practice. A great affirmation, great intention would be, I am joy, or I feel joy. Just make it joy related. So set an intention for yourself. We'll breathe with that intention throughout the whole class, so every breath is going to make it more and more real for you. You can relax your hands, palms facing up to receive fresh energy. And we'll start with some measured breathing that already helps us to calm our mind, calm the nervous system, and come home to that joy that's always there. So gently, with your eyes closed, lift your gaze to your third eye, your intuitive center between your eyebrows. Not straining, just very gently lifted. And then breathe through the nose. Breathe in for 4 or 5 counts. Deep, slow breath. Breathing with I am joy, or whatever your affirmation is. Then hold that same breath at the top for the same count. And again, you count maybe 4 or 5 seconds. Whatever is slow and yet comfortable. And then breathe out through the nose for the same count. And repeat that at your own pace. Make the inhalation as long as holding the breath, as long as the exhalation. Breathing deeply and slowly through the nose. And possibly you could make your count a little bit longer, just to have even deeper breaths, but not so long that it would be stressful. Breathing with joy. I am joyful. I feel joy. I am joy. One more inhalation. Hold the breath. And slowly exhale out. Then bring your hands behind you. You can open your eyes if you like. If you are comfortable, I invite you to keep your eyes closed throughout most of the practice, so you really go within, tune into what you need. So just place your hands behind you, fingers facing forward. Press into either your fingertips or into your palms. Roll your shoulders back and arch your back. If you like, you can go a little deeper and really press into your hands and lift up your sit bones, lift up your hips, lifting forward, arching your back. It's a beautiful heart opener. And feel out where your neck wants to be. Probably you want to bring it in alignment with your spine, not falling all the way back. Then come back to seated. Take a moment and notice how you feel. You can leave your fingertips behind you, opening your shoulders, lengthening your spine. Then press into your fingertips or your palms again, and it's up to you how deep you like to go. If you like, you can press your hips up off the mat, but it's completely optional. Where do you feel most joy? Do you like to trust that you deserve to feel joy at all times and that it's possible for you? And just say yes to receive this energy download. And then come back to seated. Inhale your arms out to the sides. And with the next exhalation, reach your arms away from you. So you're extending your arms. Gently engage your belly. Your spine is straight. Extending out. You can also bring your hands up, fingers up, for a nice stretch in your palms. We have so many energy centers in the palms. Beautiful activation, energy. And draw this fresh energy into your heart, bringing your palms to your heart. And roll onto your back. You can remove the blanket if you used one. On your back, bring the soles of your feet together. Allow the knees to come out to the sides. Bring your arms into cactus pose. So you can really open up your whole body and your whole being to fresh, new energies of joy, gratitude, and happiness. Breathing with your affirmation, knowing that every breath will make it more and more real for you. Would you like to be fully open to all new opportunities and possibilities that will bring you joy?
Yes.
Really allow it in, breathe it in. So much happens in the mind. We can choose to feel joy, even in work, in all of our activities. We can choose to make everything joyful. Then bring your knees together, lower your arms down by your sides, bring your feet hip distance apart, closer to your sit bones. With the next inhalation, roll your spine up, pressing your hips up into the sky, rolling your back up into the sky. You can either hold on to either side of your yoga mat and walk your shoulder blades in together towards each other, or you can clasp your hands underneath your back. You can imagine a block between your thighs, so your knees are moving towards each other and your hips are pressing high into the sky. It's another beautiful heart opener, shining out that joy into the world. Deep, slow breaths, breathing with joy. Your affirmation. If you like, you can lift your left leg up into the sky, completely optional. Possibly bring your ankle on top of your right thigh. And all of that is optional, really. Your choice. What will bring you more joy? And lower your foot down if you went for any of those options. If you like, you can inhale your right leg up into the sky. Only go as deep as you can so you still feel joy and you can breathe deeply. You could bring your ankle on top of your left leg. Press your knee down towards the earth for a nice hip opener. At any point, if it becomes too strenuous, feel free to lower your foot onto the earth. Let's all do that now. Inhale, press your hips up into the sky one more time. Then let go of your hands. Very slowly roll down. Engage your belly. Rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Activating all your energy centers. Then arch your spine. And inhale your knees in towards your chest. Move your knees in circles. You can hold on to your knees. Giving your back a nice massage. Would you like to know what it feels like to allow support into your body, your mind, into your life?
Yes.
Nice. Nice, then come to stillness and start rocking forward and back, massaging your whole spine. And come to seated. And rock over your knees, come onto your hands and knees. Hands are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips. Inhale, head and tailbone up, arching your spine. Exhale, round. Doing a few rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, head and tailbone up, arching, activating all of our chakras, energy centers. Exhale, round. Inhale, head and tailbone up, arching, breathing with I am joy. Exhale, round. Inhale, head and tailbone up, arching. Then curl your toes and press back into downward facing dog. Feel free to bend your knees deeply. Press the earth away from you. Both palms are pressing into the earth, even that space between your thumb and index finger. And you can walk out your dog, bending one knee and then the other one. And downward facing dog is a very calming and strength-building pose. Would you like to know how to feel that beautiful joy in every cell of your body, your mind, and your whole being at all times?
Yes.
Nice. Then come all the way onto your toes. And exhale, press your heels towards the earth. They don't need to touch the earth, but they're moving in that direction. Take a couple of deep breaths here. With the next inhalation, walk or step your right foot forward between your hands and lower your left knee onto the earth. You can relax your toes so your knee is directly above your ankle. If you like, you can walk your left knee back a little bit. The next exhalation, straighten your right leg, walk your hands towards you a little bit more. With the inhalation, walk your hands forward, look forward, roll your shoulders back, bending your knee. Exhale, straighten your leg. Inhale, come forward, bending your knee. Make sure your knee is above your ankle to protect your knee. Exhale, straighten your leg, and do that at your own pace. Always flowing with your breath, making it your own practice, breathing with joy. Sometimes we hold anger in the hamstring, so that's part of the purpose of this pose. Would you like to release all anger, frustration, all limiting energies from your legs and really your whole body?
Yes.
With the next exhalation, keep your legs straight. You may like to bow over your leg, lowering your torso a little bit more towards your leg, but your forehead doesn't need to touch your leg. It's just a nice forward bend. And bend your knee again. Curl the toes of your left foot. Press your knee up off the mat and walk or step your left foot forward to meet the right. Enjoy this forward bend. Feel free to bend your knees. Breathing out any emotions, anything you like to release. Make it your own personal practice. Breathe in joy. Inhale, come up halfway with a flat back, engaging your belly. Your fingertips can rest on your shins. Exhale, bow to the earth. Step your right foot back, so your left knee is above your ankle, and lower your right knee onto the earth. You can relax your toes. With the exhalation, walk your hands towards you, straighten your leg, front leg. Inhale, come forward, bending your knee, looking ahead, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, straighten your leg. And flow at your own pace, allowing the breath to move the body. Letting go of tension, stress, worry in the hips and the hamstring. Allowing joy, happiness, positive energies in. Every inhalation, bend your knee. With every exhalation, straighten it. And the next time you straighten your leg, feel free to exhale your torso down over your leg. Again, your forehead doesn't need to touch your leg. If you're that flexible and it's easy for you, feel free to do that, but it's not necessary at all. So just allow the exhalation to deepen the pose in your own highest and best way, always honoring your body. It's more important to breathe with joy than to go as deep as we possibly can. And inhale, bend your knee. And inhale your left arm up, coming into a nice twist. Twists are wonderful poses to let go of emotions, any stuck energies. So breathe out, twist out whatever may be coming up for you, and let it go with gratitude. If you like, you can curl your toes of your right foot and press your knee up off the mat. The next exhalation, lower your hand down, Lower your knee down. Step your right foot forward to meet the left. Shake your head yes. Yes to all these amazing new opportunities that are ready for you. Would you like to know what it feels like to be ready for these opportunities?
Yes.
Step your left foot back. Lower your left knee onto the earth so your right knee is above your ankle. And inhale your right arm up into a twist. You can curl the toes of your left foot or relax your foot. If you like, you can press your left knee up off the mat. Completely optional. Always make it your own yoga, your union with your body, mind, soul, allowing the breath to unite it all. And then being fully united with the Creator, the universe. Reaching up, lengthening, shining that joy out into the universe. Exhale your hand down. Step your left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, come up halfway with a flat back, bringing your arms behind you. Exhale, bow to the earth, bring your fingertips onto the earth. Bend your knees, shift your weight into your heels. Engage your belly and slowly inhale your arms forward, coming into chair pose. Would you like to know how to feel joy even when something gets challenging and trust that it's possible?
Yes.
And in Sanskrit they say stira and sukha. It's that balance of steadiness and comfort, feeling comfort even in challenges too. Then bring your arms up very slowly and eventually straighten your legs. Your arms are up. Keep your arms up, expanding. And come onto your toes. So your arms are still up. We're moving into a balancing pose. When we feel out of balance, it's much harder to feel joy. So let's bring balance into our mind, into our body, into all areas of our life. Come a little higher on your toes. And then bring your arms forward. Stay on your toes or balls of your feet, whatever is accessible for you. And bend your knees. So you're still lifting up your torso. If you feel any pain in your knees, feel free to come onto your heels, onto the whole foot again. Shift your weight into the heels. And inhale up, bring your arms above your head again, reaching up. Exhale your palms to your heart. Stand on your feet. And relax your arms down. Take some time in Tadasana, mountain pose. Would you like to know how to be grateful for all of your experiences?
Yes.
And you can open your eyes and we'll move into dancer so we can dance through life joyfully. Inhale your left arm up and then hold on to your right ankle or right foot. Press your foot into your hand and that's already a balancing pose. So you can stay here. If you like to go deeper, press your foot into your hand and slowly move your torso forward as much as you like. Micro bend your left knee. Breathing with joy. Always remember to breathe with your affirmation. Deep, slow breaths. If you find you can't breathe deeply, come up a little to the point where you're able to maintain your peaceful breath and affirmation. Would you like to know how to dance through life joyfully and happily?
Yes.
The next inhalation, come up. Exhale, let go of your arm, your foot, and stand in Tadasana. Would you like to know how to feel joy in the stillness and the silence?
Yes.
The more peaceful we are within our being, the more joyful we feel when we experience that stillness. Let's change sides. Inhale your right arm up. Create a strong foundation with your right foot, spreading your toes. Hold on to your left ankle or left foot. Reach up, press your foot into your hand. You can either stay here or slowly bring your torso forward. Still breathing with joy. If you feel any pain, any tension in any area of your body, soften the pose. Just create the pose in a way that it's beneficial and opening for you. Maybe come up slightly, possibly bring your left hip down a little bit more, micro bend your right knee. Lots of little adjustments we can make in every pose. One more inhalation. And slowly come back up. Let go of your foot, relax your arms down, and enjoy mountain pose. We'll come into a 5-pointed star. Take a wide stance. Your feet face forward. Bring your arms out to the sides. So you're really reaching your arms out. Your belly is engaged. You can tuck your tailbone. Your spine is straight. We're lengthening the spine. And our legs are engaged. It's a very active pose when we do it the way that this pose is meant to be. So again, engage your legs, engage your belly, tuck your tailbone so you're not overarching. Spine is lengthening, the arms are reaching out. Would you like to know how to be filled with joy and how to shine this joy out into the world?
Yes.
Then lower your hands onto your legs. Come forward half of the way with a flat back. Feel free to micro bend your knees. Then lower your hands onto the earth. You can round in. Bend your right knee. You can walk your your hands to your right, next to your right foot. Take a few breaths here. And straighten your right leg, bend your left leg. Walk your hands over to the left side. Lengthening the right leg and enjoying a forward bend at the same time. Walk your hands to the right again, bend your right knee. Remember to breathe deeply, always breathing with, I feel joy. I am joy. Walk your hands to the left, straighten your right leg. Walk your hands to the right. Pivot your right foot forward so you're in a high lunge. Then walk your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Lower your left knee onto the earth. And you can come forward as much as you like. So walk your hands forward. You can come onto your forearms if that's available to you. You could also place a block or a rolled up mat, a blanket, a towel under your elbows, under your forearms to be a little higher. But you can also just press up your elbows in this lizard pose. So your right toes go out to the side, and it's a beautiful hip opener. So if you like, you can walk your hands forward a little bit more. You can lower onto your forearms, but it's all optional. Feel out how deep you like to go. You could press your left knee up off the mat, or relax your knee down. And walk your hands towards you. Bring your foot back to the inside of your hand. And step back to downward facing dog. Take 3 deep, full breaths here. Fingers spread wide, middle fingers facing forward. Both palms are pressing into the earth. Your hips are high up in the sky. After the 3rd breath, engage your belly and walk or step your left foot forward between your hands. Then bring it to the outside of your left hand. Lower your right knee onto the earth. Your left toes come out to the side. And feel free to walk your hands forward as much as you like. So you feel a nice stretch in your left hip, if you like, and if it's opening, balancing for your body, you can come onto your forearms. And again, you can always have them on a block or a blanket, a rolled up mat, even a thick book. If this is too much, just come up onto your hands again. Always honoring your body without judging it. Breathing with joy. Would you like to know how to be an observer of your own being, of your actions, and an observer in life?
Yes.
Much easier to not get sucked into emotions when we can be the observer. And slowly walk your hands towards you. Come onto your hands and knees. Inhale, head and tailbone up, arching. Exhale, round. Come back to a table position. Then step your right foot behind you. Inhale your right arm up. And if you're looking for more of a challenge, you can lift your left knee up off the mat. Come onto that foot and really open up to the sky. If this is too much, bring your left knee down onto the earth. Take one more deep breath here. And exhale, lower your knee down. Come back into a table position, back to your hands and knees. Step your left foot back behind your right foot. Engage your belly. Inhale, your left arm up. And same on the side if you like. You can press your right knee up off the mat. Come onto your right foot, the outside of the foot, and open up to the sky, joyfully. If you don't feel joy here, focus on joy. If it's just too much, bring your knee down onto the earth. Always lots of options. One more inhalation. Press your hips a little higher. And exhale, lower your knee down. Lower your hand down, coming back to a table position. Then lower onto your belly. And we'll come into Sphinx pose. So your forearms are on the earth, your elbows are directly underneath your shoulders. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale your torso up, your chest up. Your forearms are still on the earth. With every exhalation, draw the earth towards you, open your heart. With every inhalation, lengthen your torso, reaching up, pressing into the earth. Exhale, draw the earth, pull the earth towards you. Open your heart. Flow at your own pace. Inhale, lengthen. Breathing with joy. Exhale, draw the earth towards you. One more inhalation, lengthen. And exhale, lower down all the way. Bring your head to the left. Your arms alongside your body. Your big toes touch. Allow yourself to completely relax. Feel how your joyful heart is breathing with the earth. Bring your head to the other side. Allow also your neck muscles, your whole body to completely relax. Bring your head back to center. Press into your palms and lay onto your back. With the next inhalation, press your legs up into the sky. You can either just have your legs up with your arms on the mat for a gentle inversion. If you're close to a wall, you could also have your legs up against the wall, so you're facing the wall. And if you like to go a little deeper, you could come into a shoulder stand. So lift your hips up. Support your lower back with your hands. And from here, possibly bring your legs out into a wide V position, or keep them straight. If you feel a lot of tension in your neck, feel free to roll down again and just lift your legs up with your back fully supported on the earth. And inversions are beautiful poses to bring fresh energy into the heart, into the brain, so we can feel balanced and joyful. Breathing with I am joy. And shoulder stand also activates the throat chakra, the thyroid, so it helps us with expression. So we can express that joy, gratitude to other people and the world. And lower your hands onto the earth and slowly roll down. Feel free to bring them under your sacrum, palms facing down. And then very slowly lower your legs down. Feel free to keep them straight if it works for your lower back. Otherwise, bend them. You might like to hover your legs a couple of inches above the earth, strengthening our abs. Then lower them down all the way. Release your hands. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Bring your knees to the left, your right arm out to the right, and your head to the right. You could also bring your right arm above your head, lengthening. Feel out what is opening for your shoulder. Your arm can be somewhere in between too. Enjoy this gentle twist. like to know how to always be able to tap into that joy that's always in your soul.
Yes.
The next inhalation, come back to center. And change sides. Exhale, your knees to the right, your head to the left, your left arm out to the left, or you could bring your left arm up behind your head, or you can have your arm somewhere in between for a nice shoulder opening. So feel out what feels opening for you at this time. I'd like to know how to be completely at peace with who you are and with what you have done.
Yes.
Breathe out, twist out, anything else you like to release at this time. Let go of everything that may prevent you from feeling deep joy. And breathe in joy. The next inhalation, engage your belly, bring your knees back to center, your head back to center. Draw your knees in towards your chest, lengthen your neck. Come into happy baby pose, holding onto the soles of your feet. You can either be in stillness or gently rock from side to side. Maybe do what you normally wouldn't do, just to create new neural pathways in the brain. Your whole back is supported and held by Mother Earth. You like to let go of the need to control when it doesn't serve you.
Yes.
Let go of your feet, slowly lower your legs onto the earth. And relax into Shavasana. So your legs are in front of you, your toes flop out to the sides, your arms are by your sides, palms facing up to receive fresh energy. You can walk your shoulder blades in towards each other to open your heart a little more. Relax your shoulders more. Tuck your chin in towards your chest. And inhale, hold the breath, tense all the muscles of your whole body. Double breath out through the mouth and relax everything. We'll do that a few more times. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold the breath, tense all the muscles of your whole body. Double breath out through the mouth and let it all go. Do that a few more times at your own pace. And when you feel calm, relax into stillness. Enjoy the Shavasana, this beautiful pose that helps us to integrate everything that we did and melt into oneness with our own whole being, our body, mind, soul, with the universe, with the creator of all that is. The more you relax your body and mind, the more stillness you will feel, and the more joy will bubble up. thoughts come in, just return to joy. I am joy. Make joy more important than anything else. Feel free to stay in Shavasana as long as you like. This may be the most important pose out of all of them, where we actually feel that deep peace and deep joy. Whenever you feel ready to come out of Shavasana while maintaining that joy and peace, bring some gentle movement into your toes, your fingers, hands. You may like to rotate your wrists. Stretch your arms up above your head, breathing with joy. Roll over to your right side. Press up and come into a comfortable seated position. Roll your shoulders back. Open your heart, your spine is straight, and you're filled with joy. Float your palms to your heart. Reconnect with the intention that you set for yourself. Just feel and trust that it's a part of you at this time. If you'd like to know how to move forward with joy and gratitude, and just say yes to receive this energy download.
Yes.
We'll close with one chant of Om all together. Take a deep breath in. Take this joy, this gratitude, happiness with you into the rest of the day. Thank you for your beautiful, joyful practice. Namaste. And it would be helpful if you liked this video. Our comments are greatly appreciated. And subscribe to my YouTube channel for more experiences. Create a joyful day.